Hello friends. So once again, I welcome you over Litmore YouTube platform. In this video, we will discuss the current affairs of June 14th and 15th. After watching this video, you can easily answer these questions. These questions are very important and has a very high tendency or probability that it might be asked in any examination which is going to happen in upcoming 4 to 5 months. Like what is TRIPS? 48th G7 venue. Currently 47th G7 is ongoing in Cornwallis. So you have to tell that where 48th G7 gonna happen. Then which bank's venture has decided to invest in digital startups? How many Indian universities were in the top 200 of the world? You know that in the QS ranking there are 22 universities in top 1000, but you have to tell that how many Indian universities are there in the top 200. Then what is ADD, that is anti-dumping duty, and why is it imposed? Then what was the retail inflation of May? Then you have to tell that Serbia's Novak Djokovic has won the men's title of which Open? You also have to tell that who is the owner of BBPS, that is Bharatiya Bill Payment System, and who is the new Prime Minister of Israel, very important, and what was the theme of Blood Donor Day and blood which is observed on 14th June. Okay. Now a quick recap of yesterday's video. So India is now joint fourth largest forex reserve holder with Russia, and the head of China has the power to start any tech firm. G7 nations gathered to pledge 1 billion vaccine doses for the world. Sri Lanka rewards to foreign currency swap with the RBI. IRDAI gave the power of insurance broking license to Policy Bazaar. SBI launched a collateral-free loan called Kavach personal loan, and DBS Bank topped the Forbes list of world's best bank in 2021. Okay, so this was the a quick recap of June 12 and 13 general awareness session, and you can also see the answer of practice set 3. So as per OECD, the GDP forecast for FY22 is 9.9. Similarly, as per Moody, it is 9.3%. Pooja Rani is associated with boxing. The book Languages of Truth has been authored by Salman Rushdie. SBI publishes EcoRap report, and WHO has given the COVID-19 variants first found in India as Kappa and Delta. You can see the name of a strain here, and Nitin Rakesh authored the book Transformation in Times of Crisis. So moving on to the today's discussion. So the first news is from G7. So India gets wide support on TRIPS waiver at G7 meet. So what is TRIPS? It is the agreement on trade related, means the full form of TRIPS is simply trade related aspects of intellectual property rights. So TRIPS agreement is an international legal agreement between the member nations of WTO, that is World Trade Organization, and it was signed in 1994, and the location is Marrakech, Morocco. Okay. And if we talk about the venue of upcoming G7 and G20, so you can see here, this is a screenshot from our course. So the 47th G7 is in Cornwallis. The next one, that is 48th in Germany. Then G7 will be in Japan, and after that it will be held in Italy. And if you talk about G20, so this year G20 gonna happen in Italy, then Indonesia, and after then in India. Okay, so very important data. Moving on. ICICI Venture eyes digital startups real estate fund for 300 to 400 million US dollar. So earlier, means before 2 decades, ICICI used to invest in startups like the venture behind Naukri.com was none other than ICICI. Okay, so after 2 decades, ICICI has decided to invest in again digital startups. Okay, so this is the news. This is a very good kind of good thing, because when a bank invests in startups, there is a trickle down effect and domino effect, and because of that many jobs are generated. Okay, further on, So 3 Indian universities are in the top 200 of the world. So who are those universities? So those are IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, and Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. So the rank of IIT Bombay is 177, 185 of IIT Delhi, and ISC on 186th spot. Main point here is that also on the list was IISc, which stood out for its perfect research score. So in the research part, it got 100 out of 100. And this report was recently launched by Quacquarelli Simons, that is QS World University Ranking. And the top university of the world is MIT, that is Massachusetts Institute of Technology. It is in US. Okay. So moving on to the next news, that is RBI for lifting interest rate cap for MFI. So what is MFI? It is microfinance institutions. So RBI on Monday proposed to lift the interest rate cap on MFI and said all micro loans should be regulated by a common set of guidelines irrespective of who gives them. So you know that in India micro loans are given by MFI, that is microfinance institutions, as well as banks and NBFC, that is non-banking financial corporation. So RBI proposed a debt income ratio cap. Okay, so the RBI said the loans should be given in such a way that the payment of interest and repayment of principal of all outstanding loans of a household at any point of time should not cross 50% of the household income. Alright, so micro loans to be capped at 50% of the household income to avoid indebtedness. So this is the debt income ratio cap. Also, common set of rules for micro loans will be established, and similarly some other barriers will be broken. Those having RBI interview can read these things. Not very much important for mains examination of SBI, IAPS, or any other banking examination. So now moving on, government invites tender for delivering of COVID-19 vaccines by drone. So it has said the plan is to tackle supply hurdles by enabling drones to conduct beyond visual line of sight operation, BVLOS, that is beyond visual line of sight operations. Currently, no drone companies are eligible to do such operations. So you can see here that this is a very dire situation. The tender called by the ICMR, that is Indian Council of Medical Research. If India will allow China, so there is a company DJI, they can do such things very easily. But in India, it seems that this tender will be taken by Artha. There is a company known as Artha, and you might know Denso. So out of these two company, someone will take this opportunity. Okay, so further moving on, the news about IMD, that is Indian Meteorological Department. So tweak in IMD forecasts may help monsoon preparation. The IMD is embarking on a new experiment to disseminate month-wise long-range forecast, that is LRF, for the monsoon season, that is June to September period. Okay, so what is the new experiment? To disseminate month-wise LRF. What is the definition of LRF? So as per WMO, that is World Meteorological Organization, LRF is defined as the forecast from 30 days up to one session's description of average weather parameters. The monthly and seasonal forecast comes under LRF. Not so important, but this news is very important with regard to NABARD and IUPS AFO. The Met Department has so far coming out with 3 main LRFs in a monsoon. Okay, but now it will have to launch like for June to September. DGTR puts up an anti-absorption draft norm. So you have to know that this news is not so important, but there is a term that is anti-dumping duty and CVD, that is anti-subsidiary countervailing duty. So you can see here that anti-dumping duty, that is there is an anti-dumping duty and there is a anti-subsidiary in countervailing duty. So what is ADD and what is CVD? This is very important. It might be asked in RBI phase 2. So ADD is imposed to protect the domestic industry from cheaper imports due to dumping. So China can dump any kind of thing at a very low cost. So government have to save its domestic industry. Similarly, CVD is imposed to protect the domestic industry from cheaper imports that are subsidized by the government in the exporting countries. So government can also subsidize many kind of things, due to which the government of other nation has to save its domestic market. So very important, must remember this. Now moving on to the 2021 French Open. Very important slide. So Serbia's Novak Djokovic has won the men's single title by defeating. You have to also remember the runner-up's name, because this is also asked. So the runner-up was Greece Stefanos Tsitsipas. Djokovic is the third player in history after Rod Laver and Roy Emerson to win all four majors at least twice. Okay, so what are all four majors? So one is just French Open, then there is US Open, Australian Open, and Wimbledon. So Novak Djokovic has won all four of them, not once but twice. It was his 19th Grand Slam title. Okay, so 19th Grand Slam title. And if you talk about women's single, so Czech Republic Barbora Krejcikova has won the women's single title by defeating Russian Anastasia and some very difficult name. Just remember that Barbora has defeated Anastasia, and must remember the name of company. This is Czech Republic, and she was from France. Now a news about retail inflation of May. So you know that retail inflation in April was 4.29%, but in May it jumped to 6.3%. So you can see here retail inflation accelerated to a 6-month high of 6.3% in May, breaching the upper tolerance limit, that is of 2 to 6% of the inflation target range set by RBI's Monetary Policy Committee. The data showed that higher inflation was driven by the high prices across sectors, including food, fuel, transportation, and communication. And if we talk about WPI wholesale price index, so it was 12.94% in May. Okay. So retail inflation 6.3% and WPI is 12.94%. Now news about Bharat Bill Payment System. So mobile prepaid recharge facility on BBPS by August end. So what is this news? So RBI said the scope of BBPS will be extended by August 31st this year by adding mobile prepaid recharges as a biller category, a move likely to help millions of prepaid phone subscribers in the country. So what is BBPS? So it is an integrated bill payment system in India, offering interoperable and accessible bill payment system to customers through a network of agents. And who is the owner of BBPS? It is NPCI, and BBPS was founded in 2013. So this was the news that mobile prepaid recharge facility will be added by August end. Now, after 12 years, Israel has a new Prime Minister. And what is the name of new Prime Minister? It is Naftali Bennett. So you can also see the Twitter conversation of Narendra Modi and Naftali Bennett. And who is the current president? This is Rivon Rivlin. So now Benjamin Netanyahu will not be the Prime Minister of Israel. Okay, now some extra news. Japanese government will start investing Apple and Alphabet's Google deal with the Japanese smartphone maker, as per Nikkei. Former Indian all-rounder Vinu Mankar, very important, has been inducted in the ICC Hall of Fame, that is International Cricket Council Hall of Fame. So this is very important news. Then Rebesia Zirin Span has been appointed as the UNCTAD Secretary General. Where is the headquarters of UNCTAD? This is in Geneva, Switzerland. Okay, Switzerland, Geneva. Now, Namaste Yoga, a mobile application, was launched for the 7th International Day of Yoga, which is on June 21st June. So this is the name of app, Namaste Yoga. You can install and explore this app. IDFC First Bank has announced the launch of Ghar Ghar Ration program. So IDFC First Bank has announced the launch of Ghar Ghar Ration program, an employee funded program for its low income customer affected by the COVID-19. And lastly, on 14th June, the blood donor day was observed, and the theme of blood donor day was give blood and keep the world beating. So you must donate your blood regularly. And these are some of our courses. You can check at www.litmore.in for our courses. Okay, so I hope you like this video. I will see you in another video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.